What's up, guys? I wanna do within the soft one area. Like the Olympics, the Paris Olympic is currently going on. You understand? And as a Nigerian, uh, I've been wondering because there have been lots of news about the Nigerian athletes at the Olympics. So first, the one that made headlines was one of a cyclist. According to her, she had a late call up, and then she now had to borrow a bicycle from the German team to train for the competition. You understand? The thing it raised lots of eyebrows. You understand? And people started asking questions. And apart from that, there was another sprinter that was not registered before a particular race. Something, something, something. So this got me thinking. Got me thinking like this Olympic. What's the benefit of this Olympic to individual athletes? Because and then I begin to ask, do they really, how much do they get paid? Do they get paid? Like, because I begin to ask, because okay, I know, for example, assuming it's the Nations Cup, you know that at the end of the day, when you win the Nations Cup, you are paid so amount of money. For even going to the Nations Cup, there is an amount of money that is paid. So now let's say, for example, you go to the Olympic. Of course, not everybody is going to win a medal at the Olympics. Not be everybody go win medal. So we only know that okay, the gold medalist. And I even came to realize that before now, even people with medals don't get paid. Like you only go with a medal, you don't even get paid. Nobody pays you. So this is the first time in the history of the Olympics that the medalist, that is the first, second, and third medalist, will actually be paid. Like seriously? So all this while they haven't been paid. They just go with the medal and maybe some incentives and all that. You understand? So I've been thinking like, so is this why some countries don't really invest in this Olympic? Is this why some upcoming underdeveloped countries don't really invest? Because I mean, it will cost them a lot of money. You understand? Because I look at it, so I had to just run a few research to understand like, okay, how much do they really get paid? Then I found out that okay, the only people that could make something at this Olympic are people that actually end up winning something. If you do not win anything, Baba, your name na sorry. That is just it. Your name na sorry. So apart from the few athletes that are professionals that are popular, because there are some athletes that they participate in certain competitions even outside of the Olympics, so like the sprinters, the swimmers, basketball, football. There are lots of sports. Volleyballs. That aside from the Olympics, a lot of time they have these competitions of their own. You understand? So they're actually competition that have their own, that do organize their own kind of competition. So there's always money going to this athletes. But what about competitions that is not that broad, that only comes alive maybe during the Olympics? How do these athletes get paid? So I got to find out that they don't get paid. They don't get paid. You have to look for a sponsor. You have to look for a sponsor to sponsor you. Or if you're lucky enough, your government decides to sponsor you, of which it's not the job of the government. From what I've seen, they are not even it's not a must that they must sponsor you. So it gets really, really, really tough and interesting. So let's say I go to the Olympic. I register, I qualify for the Olympic, and then I'm not a household name. I'm just trying to make a name for myself, and I'm not in this one of the famous sports like sprinting, like football, and all that. Maybe, maybe let's say some lesser known sports, like let's say the javelin throw, or shot put. And then it happens that I ended up not winning anything at the Olympics. So it means, and because I'm not a household name, I don't have any sponsor. Maybe I looked for sponsors before I left, no one came. So I will now have to start asking for money from friends and family to go there. So which means I didn't get anything at the Olympics. So it begs the question, for underdeveloped countries, is it really worth it to be at the Olympics? For not so known sports at the Olympics, is it really worth it? Because I just look at it and I'm like, after it, so what next? What next? And I heard that some of these Olympic athletes, they tend to be at the venue, like at the country, let's say sometimes a month to the eventual to the start of the tournament. So how do they feed? Who feeds for them? How do they feed? Like if you're not big enough, it means you have to be feeding from your own pocket. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm beginning to see it as though like it's not worth it. This is something to really ponder on, because I feel there should be, especially everything I'm saying here, I'm actually talking about Nigeria in particular. I'm talking about Nigeria in particular. I feel there should be some kind of committee. Some money should be awarded just for participating alone in the competition. I think something needs to be given to these people, because it's not easy. This is every 4 years, like short puts, like, so I don't think these sports are sustainable. I don't think these sports are kind of sports that when you are into it, it can actually sustain you, like your day-to-day life, your day-to-day expenses and everything, apart from the famous uh uh sports that we know. Come on, I'm appealing. In case if it happens that some of the athletes that went to Nigeria and that went to represent Nigeria at the Olympics, let's say they did not win anything, because so far they haven't won anything apart from the Nigerian sprinters, as in the relay team that were supposed to, I think, come third or something. I heard they were disqualified because they stepped into someone's lane. It's funny, but it's not supposed to be funny. But this is really really funny. I'm not mocking them. It's they really tried. Believe me, they tried. It's not easy, but I'm only looking out at the financial side of it. So let's say they did not get a sponsor and they did not win anything at the tournament. So which means nothing for them. If this is true, then it's really heartbreaking. What do you think about this? Just drop it in the comment section. Am I wrong? Was I wrong? Everything I said here, is it wrong? Let me know in the comment section. So make sure to check out my other videos. Like I told you, I always try to make sense. I talk about whatever comes, things that come into my mind, and then I just feel like, okay, I can actually talk about this. See you in my next one, guys. Peace out.